Hello, and welcome to Debunk Dilettante, where I give you my inexpert opinion on the unexplained. Here's some videos with some strange occurrences. Let's dive right in.
What if one calm evening, the air above your street brightened,
Ooh.
slow and sure, as though night itself began to breathe? Windows opened, heads leaned out, and for a moment it felt like time had paused just to listen. Then came the light.
That ain't no street light, bro. That's a U.F.O. This street light right here. This the street light.
It forms a sphere above the rooftops, bright edges circling in slow sequence, a beam stretching downward to touch the pavement. The air shimmers beneath it, colors bending and fading like distant heat. The object remains steady, unblinking, unbroken.
That ain't no street light. That's a street light. I mean, that's the light beaming down on me.
Hey, no, it ain't.
Uncle Fred, this a street light right here.
You tell him.
Baby, because I said the same thing last time.
Some believe it never left, only thinned until eyes adjusted, and the world moved on without noticing anymore. From
I love these people. I love them. I want to party with these people. You tell 'em, that ain't no street light. There's a street light right here. You tell them. Okay, so first of all, I want to party with these people. They're my people right here. They're funny. Secondly, I think I know what this is. I think I can explain this one pretty easily. Okay, so I live in a slightly older but not old neighborhood, one that was built right before they started doing the like government incentive programs for energy conservation. So we have older street lights, probably 20 years old and whatnot, and they have those old sodium lights in it that are starting to burn out every so many months or so, and have been for like the past few years. So we call the local energy companies to come out and change them out. And they put in these new brighter LED bulbs. And let me tell you something, those are so bright. I always feel so bad for the people who live directly below those streetlights, and I'm very thankful not to be one of them. But they are white. They are so bright that you can see somebody's skeleton straight through their body, and they are not UFOs. So I think what we are seeing here, in my slightly inexpert opinion, is a brand new light that has been installed on a street light on the next road over from these people. I know it would freak me out if all of a sudden it was dark and then bam, this bright white light was in my face, but it's not a UFO. It's just an energy efficient light. Sorry, guys.
Deep in the Australian outback near Alice Springs lies Corroboree Rock, a sacred site for the local
Beautiful.
indigenous people. In 1959, a local pastor named R.S. Miller captured a striking photograph of the rock, but upon development, something else emerged from the shadows. Perched atop the rock formation, a translucent, ghostly figure resembling a woman with long hair and what appeared to be a white
Woman.
gown was clearly visible. The figure has been dubbed the Lady of the Couch of Corroboree Rock Ghost. No one saw the figure
Couch?
during the actual photograph, and there's no logical explanation for its appearance in the image. Was it a trick of light and shadow, a double exposure, or something far more ethereal haunting this ancient land? The deep oceans hold
All
secrets.
right. um, okay, so I know this was taken a long, long time ago at Corroboree Rock, I believe it's called, in Australia. Anyway, it's a beautiful photograph, absolutely beautiful. Let's go back just a little bit. I didn't see any sort of woman there. It looks to me like somebody holding a camera. A man, maybe wearing something sort of flowy, possibly, but I don't see this woman on a couch. I don't understand where that came from. Maybe couch was used differently over there. But anyway, I think what might have happened here was either a reflection off of, maybe there's water or something there that we don't see, or it's a double exposure from another picture, either of another photographer that was there with this pastor or of him himself. If you look closely there, you see a person holding a camera directly in front of themselves like this, and I don't see this woman. I really do think this is probably just a double exposure or reflection. But, who knows? Maybe it really is something ethereal. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think.
This mysterious footage was recorded in 2003 from the CCTV of an unknown hotel. A member of the hotel staff is sent to investigate screams coming from room 209, which was thought to be empty at the time. As the
Oh,
man approaches the door, the screaming can be heard over the footage.
is it screaming? Is it?
The voice of another member of staff can be heard advising the man to wait before entering the room as the police have
Can
been
you hear that?
notified and are on their way. However, the man decides to enter the room anyway.
Brilliant.
Shortly after he enters, some sort of ghostly figure can be seen escaping down the hallway before the hotel lights begin to flicker.
Ghostly. Okay.
When the man exits the room, he appears startled. He says there was no one in the room, however, all the furniture was turned upside down, the carpet was ripped up, and
jeez.
the shower was running.
Uh-huh.
The video abruptly ends without an explanation on what was happening in room 209. Was it
All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop it here because there's a lot to unpack. First of all, I'm not sure that was screaming. It was very, I don't know. It was hard to, it was like, I have no idea what was going on. This was in 2003, so it was over 20 years ago. So I know technology has, come a long way since then, but I don't know what was going on. And then he got in there and looked around with the camera, and they said that they saw a ghostly figure. Let me see if they show it again here.
a ghost or just a prank? If it was a prank, then how do you explain the ghostly figure seen leaving the room?
Okay, I know how. All right. So have you ever been in a hotel room before? I have, many of them. When you walk inside, there's almost always a mirror right there outside of the bathroom door, so you can do a check and a pose. And I'm pretty sure his flashlight just went around in there, which, by the way, were the lights not working? Why did he have to use a flashlight? I don't know what was going on in there. But they did say it was destroyed. I think his flashlight just hit the mirror and caused a reflection into the hallway or into the camera's screen, like a lens flare. And I don't think it was a ghost. As for the light flickering outside, well, the bulb was probably just burning out. In 2003, we had incandescent bulbs everywhere, and yeah, they burned out a lot. They always started to get kind of twitchy and flickery, and then they'd burn out. I don't think it was a ghost. I really think some people were just messing with him. The screaming could have been coming from next door, or I could have made it up to make this hotel more popular. I don't know. It's too hammy and cheesy for me, like a delicious sandwich. This one is just people playing pranks on him and tearing the place up. I hope they caught him and arrested them because that's expensive. Jerks.
On the 31st of January 2013, 21-year-old Eliza Lamb disappeared while staying at the Cecil Hotel in downtown LA. Lamb, a student at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, was travelling at the time of her disappearance, and the alarm was raised after she failed to contact her parents the day she was scheduled to check out of the hotel. When the police failed to locate Lamb, they decided to release the video footage of an elevator security camera in the hotel in an effort to collect more information. In the footage, Lamb can be seen moving very strangely as if she's hiding from someone or something.
Oh no. Oh. Uh-oh.
She can be seen entering the elevator calmly before pressing several of the buttons on the panel. She then stands back and seems to wait for the doors to close.
But why weren't they closing?
Suddenly, she lunges forward and looks down the hallway before standing up against the wall.
I don't like this one. I don't like this one. She's being followed.
She then exits the elevator before returning, pressing more buttons on the panel.
Oh, jeez. Is she trying to think about running or? Oh gosh, poor kid.
She exits the elevator one final time and can be seen communicating with something before wandering off down the hallway.
What's she doing? That's not sign language, is it? No.
When the footage was released publicly, it went viral. In the first 10 days, it received more than 3 million views and 40,000 comments on the Chinese video sharing site U.F.Oh.
Wow.
Many of the viewers said they found the footage unsettling and difficult to watch.
Yeah.
Shortly after her disappearance, hotel guests
sad.
began complaining of black, strange-tasting water and low water pressure. When the maintenance staff went to investigate, they discovered the body of Eliza Lamb floating inside one of the water tanks.
Wait a sec.
Despite a thorough police investigation, several inconsistencies of Lamb's disappearance has never been answered. The autopsy report deemed her death to be accidental. However,
Hold on a second. Okay. That sounds like eerily similar to a. I'm trying to remember. It was a horror film I saw not too long ago where there was a girl that got inside of a tank and their water was gross or something and it was leaking and they finally had it checked out and there was a girl that had been missing for a while. I'm trying to remember what the movie was, but that is so sad. Oh, that is so sad.
the police noted that the 8-foot-high tanks, which were located on the roof of the hotel, were only accessible with a key and almost impossible to enter without a ladder.
Oh, that sounds
Many
like
theories
it.
have attempted to explain Lamb's disappearance, from murder to the supernatural. Her death has even been noted for its eerie similarities to the 2005 horror film Dark Water.
Okay, that's it. Well, is that Jennifer Love Hewitt or some? Okay, this looks like it may be a different actress, but that looks like the movie. I bet that's the one. Okay, let's see.
In the film, a mother and daughter move into a rundown apartment building with
Yeah.
a dysfunctional elevator.
Different people.
Discoloured water eventually leads them to the water tank on the roof, where they discover the body of a girl who's been reported missing a year earlier.
See?
To this day, the fate of Eliza Lamb remains a mystery.
Okay, yeah, first of all, that is so freaking sad. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for her and her family. But it is weird how similar it is to that movie, Dark Water. The version I saw was different. They said that came out in 2005. That sounds about right, around the same time I saw, maybe even older. And this disappearance of Eliza Lamb happened in 2013. But it's very strange. I remember something in the movie about there being a maintenance person or an inspector who wasn't doing their job, and so they hadn't been checking the water tanks up on the roof, and either a ladder was left out or they were left unlocked or something like that. Somebody wasn't doing their job, and the little girl went in there to hide and got stuck and ended up, falling in and drowning. And I wonder if that's the case with Eliza, if she was running away from somebody that was following her. She was definitely spooked, hitting all the buttons on the elevator so that somebody wouldn't know which floor she was going to if they were following her. And maybe she went up on the roof to hide and saw an open water tank and went inside and then got trapped there, couldn't get out, and ended up falling in and drowning. It is so unbelievably sad, but I don't have an answer for this one. I mean, the weird motions she was gesturing in the hallway is almost like she was like seeing herself on camera, and or maybe in a reflection or something. Maybe she thought there might have been somebody behind her and she was looking to see, if it was just her. But she definitely was scared and she definitely seemed to think that there was somebody following her. But I don't have an answer to this one. I don't think it was the supernatural. I think it was something else, maybe even more sinister than that. Or maybe it really was just an accident and she just got trapped thinking somebody was following her. Either way, it is a very sad happening. And, let me know what you guys think. Hey guys, if you enjoyed my video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments what videos you would like me to debunk next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
That ain't no street light. That's a street light. I mean, that's the light beaming down on you.
Hey, no, it ain't.
Uncle Fred, this is a street light right here.
You tell him.